know how many of you have struggled with this before. And a couple of days ago, I was on my 4th shift of my 2nd new job. And I was thinking about what type of video I should do. And meanwhile, I was introducing myself to people and I was like, hey you guys, my name's Geneva, but you can just call me G. And I say that to literally everybody I meet in Australia, just because it's easier. And then it occurred to me, I should make a video about how problematic it is to have a unique name. Now, this can count for anybody who has a unique first name or last name. My first name is much more unusual than my last name, so I'm just gonna speak from experience here. When you have a name that people don't usually hear that often, and you introduce yourself, you're like, hi, I'm Geneva. Sorry, what's your name? Javina? Geneva. Genevieve? Geneva. G-E-N-E-V-A. You can call me G. Oh, okay, thank you, that's easier. And then there are the people who insist on calling me by the wrong name, even when I tell them to just call me G. They're like, oh no, Geneva, I'll remember that, because that's a unique one. There's this one guy at my new work whom I have met each shift 4 different times, had extensive conversations with him. And whenever he's beside me and goes to make a reference to me when he's talking to someone else, he gets really silent. He's like, I was just talking to Jin. And each time I keep telling him, just call me G. And he's like, no, I'm gonna call you Genevieve. And I'm like, that's not my name. I have so many nicknames. These are my nicknames that people have chosen to call me instead of calling me by my full, complicated name. G, Jen, Ginny, Jiva, Neva, Geneves, Jeeves, Jeannie, Beaner, G-Banger, G-Force, G-Unit, G-Dog. That's 14 nicknames that I am actively called on a regular basis in order for me to have a name. What's also super is growing up, if you have a teacher on the first day of school or a substitute teacher on any day of school, and they're reading out the attendance and they call you by they're supposed to be teaching you English, probably, and they read your name wrong. Do you know how many substitute teachers have called me Genevieve or Geneva? Geneva is a city in Switzerland. It's also the name of a very historically progressive and important convention. A teacher should know what the word Geneva looks like. On Facebook, people who wish me happy birthday or send me a message where the name is like right there have still spelled my name wrong. I didn't even realize there were so many ways to spell someone's name incorrectly. Like, there was this woman who cut my hair for a good 7 years and even to this day does not know how to spell my name. She has me on Facebook and I saw her every other month for 7 years. On my final appointment with her before I moved, I looked in the calendar thing where I was written down and it was spelled G-E-N-I-V-A. And I was like, for f***'s sake, Debbie. I have a twin sister named Delaney, and one time she won an award in elementary school and they spelled her name Delona. Do people just not care? Do they just like type out letters and hope it's right? The worst is when you're typing on your phone and you type in your name and it autocorrects to like a random word, which I don't get because my name is actually the name of a place and my phone still autocorrects it to Vegas. And basically every coffee shop that you go to ever that takes your name down for your coffee order, your takeout order, what have you, if I give them my name Geneva, they'll just use that as a suggestion. They yell out some name that kind of sounds like mine and I'm like, did you mean Geneva? And they're like, oh yeah, you. I'm like, I'm really happy that my mom gave me this name. I think it's sick that I've never ever in my whole life met another person with my name. But you know what? It comes with a downfall. There are like pluses and minuses to not having a common name. Some people think that I'm pronouncing my name wrong. I introduce myself to people here, mostly here in Australia, and I'm like, hi, I'm Geneva. And they're like, nice to meet you, Jennifer. And I'm like, no, Geneva. They go, Jennifer? I'm dying inside. Nothing wrong with Jennifer, it's just not my name. Also, if your name can be made into a reference of some sort, people will take that opportunity. Like for me, I get a whole lot of convention jokes. Being like, oh, Geneva, like the convention. Or Geneva, have you ever been to Switzerland? Is your family from Switzerland? Geneva, that's a country, right? Nah, it's a city in Switzerland. Geneva, that's a brand of watch, right? I'm gonna call you Rolex. And forget about ever finding anything with your name monogrammed on it. The closest I will ever get is just buying a single letter monogram of a G. And even G's are hard to find. There's almost never a G on a keychain or like a little kid collectible toy. Never, ever. I used to to work at a daycare way back when in my freshman year of university, and there was a set of brother and sister whose names were Aloha Shamilari and Aloha Tomiloba. For short, we gave them the names Shamilari and Tomi, but really there's no hope. Like, I get it, Mom, you're trying to give them a unique name, but that's near child abuse. When you have a unique name, you can sometimes luck out in finding it on the baby name finder dictionary and see what it means. And my name means juniper berry. Juniper berry, eh? Huh. That's useful. Approximately 3% of people that I tell my name to actually remember it. Everybody else who's forgotten it is too embarrassed to ask me what my name is again, so they do whatever they can to not use my name in a conversation. So I'm just like, just call me G. Don't be a hero. You're gonna forget Geneva later. It's a damn good thing I'm tall, because that seems to be my only other identifier whenever people forget my name. If I'm working at a restaurant and people are like, oh, that girl, she's the tall one with blonde hair, and they're like, oh yeah, Geneva. Like, oh yeah, Geneva, she said that. A word to the wise. If you have a friend or a new person in your life who has a really difficult name to pronounce and or spell, try to make an effort to get it right. We very much appreciate it. Do you guys have a unique name? Do you have a common name? What's it like to have a common name? Is it more of a struggle to have the same name as someone else that you know? I hope you guys really like this video. I love you a lot, and I will see you all next Thursday. All right.